Brigadier Mishra.
You talk about a martyr as a
Since when?
I have fought 4 wars for my country, and I have retired 22 years before. But I have never felt as an army officer so insulted, so betrayed, so vilified, and so abused as today by Sandeep Dikshit. Sandeep Dikshit, in his apology, he has shed crocodile tears because in his apology he has said, and I quote, "You can say the same thing in different ways." Sandeep Dikshit, he has not made a faux pas. Neither he has put his foot in mouth.
It's
nor
deliberate.
He has said it on the spur of the moment. It is the mindset. It is the mindset. It is a lobby. It is a campaign against the Indian Army. Against the Indian Army. They feel that they can demoralize the Indian Army. But the good point is, that today, after all these remarks, Indian Army, a Jawan feels that these people are good for nothing. They are grey nationals, G-R-E-Y. They are grey nationals, and they are inviting the Pakistan to hand over Indian reign of government to them. It is sad. It is sad, and they are not, and they are anti-nationals.
And there are officers who are putting up false things. There are people in defense deals. Study them.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Study them.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Study them. Officers in defense deals. All the defense deals done by Congress party leaders. You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you? 1 second. You want me to tell you the names of the Congress party leaders whose names were in that dossier in the Augusta Westland case? The problem is, I'll tell you, Brigadier, I'll tell you, Brigadier, a few things today. I'll tell you what.
Study it all.
Aure, let me speak now. I'll tell you one thing. I want to say 30 seconds of truth. You know, viewers, I want to tell you what's happening today and why one section hates the Indian Army. Because viewers, if the army becomes independent...
It's not one section.
1 second, sir. Will you allow me the pleasure of explaining? Because at one point of time, I have a bird's eye view of Delhi. Lutyens, Delhi, since I don't live there, but I know all the frauds committed in Delhi. And the frauds in Delhi know that I know the frauds, which is why they don't like me. You know what happens in Delhi? A group of journalists benefits from people who want to do defense deals. And then they are taken to foreign exhibitions and 5-star hotels and given a good time. Am I wrong, GD Bakshi? And then some politicians over the years have learned to be cultivated by these people who do defense deals. And they have people who have cohorts in the bureaucracy. So the bureaucracy and the politicians get together and they want to dominate over the forces, and they try to get some people corrupted in the forces, like there's a former Air Force officer who's facing a CBI inquiry. But 1 minute, let me speak. Now what is happening, if you have a political establishment that is opaque to such deal making, I want you to check how many, sir, you want me to be direct, I want you to check how many politicians, children and relatives do defense deals in Delhi. How many politicians, children and relatives do defense deals in Delhi? I even want you to check how many journalists' kids and journalists do defense deals on the side in Delhi. You'd be ashamed at the rot that has set in Lutyens, Delhi. The problem is with a general like General Bipin Rawat, he won't allow it. And I'm saying this today. The Indian Army chief has been in service for 39 years. Rahul Gandhi is 48 years old. Sandeep Dikshit is 55 years old. What was dynastic propaganda? Without dynastic propaganda, what do they have in their whole life? People who live off their surnames.